Have you ever felt like airlines know something you don't? That uneasy feeling when you're stuck in long lines, overpaying for water, or crammed into the worst seat on the plane? It's not an accident. Airlines have their own tricks, and they're never going to tell you about them. But today I am. These are the 15 must-know flight tips airlines hope you never discover. And trust me, once you know them, you'll never look at flying the same way again. Oh, and stick around till the very end, because tip number 15 is the game changer that frequent flyers swear by. Ready? Let's dive in. Part 1. The seat switch. Hack. Imagine this. You've been assigned the dreaded middle seat. The flight's full, elbows are clashing, and the person next to you has claimed the armrest like it's their territory. Nightmare, right? Here's the insider secret. Airlines often need to rearrange passengers for weight balance. That's why just before boarding closes, gate agents sometimes move people around. If you politely ask at the right time, you might get shifted to a better seat, or even an empty row. Airlines won't advertise this because they don't want everyone rushing the counter. But if you time it perfectly, you could turn the worst seat in the house into the best upgrade of your trip. Part 2. Free meals without paying business class. Here's something airlines don't want you to notice. Not all economy meals are equal. Ever seen someone in your section get served first with a better-looking tray? That's not random. It's because they requested a special meal like vegetarian, vegan, kosher, or gluten-free. These meals are often prepared separately, and passengers who order them are served first to avoid mix-ups. The hack? Always pre-select a meal when booking your ticket. You'll not only get better service, but sometimes even higher quality food, all without paying extra. Airlines don't advertise this trick because if everyone did it, their special service would no longer be special. Part 3. The 24-hour rule. Airlines hope you forget. We've all done it. Booked a ticket, and within hours found a cheaper fare or realized we picked the wrong time. Most passengers panic and think they're stuck. But here's the truth. In many countries, airlines are legally required to give you a 24-hour grace period for free changes or cancellations. Airlines won't remind you of this because they want your mistakes to cost you. So always recheck fares after booking. If you spot a better deal, just cancel and rebook, completely free. This one tip alone has saved travelers hundreds of dollars, but only the ones who knew it existed. Part 4. Water without paying $6. Let's be honest. Buying bottled water at the airport feels like highway robbery. $6 for something that costs 50 cents outside? That's no accident. It's a built-in money trap. But here's the fix. Bring an empty reusable bottle through security. Once inside, instead of hunting for a fountain, head to a cafe and politely ask for a cup of hot water. Fill your bottle, let it cool, and congratulations. You've just beaten the system. Airlines and airports rely on thirsty passengers giving in to overpriced water. That's why they'll never advertise this hack. But once you know it, you'll never pay for bottled water again. Part 5. The hidden headphone fee. You sit down, settle in, and pull out your headphones, only to realize they done to fit the plain weird double-prong socket. Coincidence? Nope. It's intentional. Airlines use custom jacks so you'll buy their flimsy $5-10 headsets. Multiply that across hundreds of passengers and it's a gold mine. The solution? Buy a cheap adapter online for a couple of dollars. Slip it in your bag, and you'll never fall for the headphone trap again. Airlines won't tell you this because it's one of their sneakiest onboard upsells, but now, you're smarter than their system. Part 6. Secret upgrade timing. Everyone dreams of a free upgrade, but most passengers don't know when to ask. Here's the truth. Upgrades don't always go to the highest-paying customers. Gate agents and crew members often use their discretion. If you dress neatly, show up early, and treat staff kindly, your chances skyrocket. Why? Because airlines would rather seat polite, professional passengers in premium cabins than deal with potential problems. It's not guaranteed, but I've seen countless travelers land surprise upgrades just by making life easier for the staff. Airlines will never say it out loud, but being decent pays off, literally. Part 7. Why planes feel freezing cold. Ever notice how no matter where you fly, the cabin always feels colder than it should? That's not bad air conditioning. It's deliberate. Airlines keep the cabin cool on purpose because colder air reduces the chance of passengers fainting or feeling sick. At 35,000 feet, oxygen levels are lower, and warm air makes people dizzy more quickly. The solution? Keep it cold, so fewer medical emergencies happen mid-flight. Of course, airlines don't admit this. They want you to think it's just standard temperature. That's why frequent flyers always pack an extra sweater or light blanket, because once you're shivering in the sky, no one's turning the thermostat up for you. Part 8. Luggage Weight Shuffle Trick. You're at the counter, your bag is overweight, and the agent tells you it'll be $100 extra. Ouch. But here's the loophole airlines don't want you to know. Many travelers simply shift items into a duty-free shopping bag. Staff almost never question these bags because they look like airport purchases. That means your heavy laptop, shoes, or even books can ride along for free. Airlines will never advertise this because baggage fees are one of their biggest moneymakers. But smart travelers know, it is not just what you pack, it is how you carry it. Part 9. The boarding group illusion. Airlines love creating chaos with boarding groups. Group 1, Group 2, priority, pre-boarding, families. It feels endless. Why? Because it creates urgency. Passengers scramble to get overhead bin space, making the boarding process faster overall. But here's the hack. Unless you're traveling with heavy carry-ons, wait until the final boarding call. You'll avoid the crowd, save yourself the stress, and still get on your flight. Airlines design this illusion of scarcity to make you rush. But in reality, your seat isn't going anywhere. So why stand in line like cattle when you could relax until the last minute? Part 10. The overbooking secret weapon. Imagine this. Your flight is full, but the airline sold more tickets than seats. Suddenly, they're begging for volunteers to give up their spots. Here's the secret. Never take the first offer. Airlines start low, maybe with a voucher or meal credit, but as the clock ticks closer to departure, that number rises, sometimes into hundreds of dollars, free hotels, or even future flight credits. The trick is to stay calm and hold out until the last moment. Airlines don't want passengers to know this because overbooking is their profit safety net, but for smart travelers, it's a golden opportunity to score big. Part 11. Skip lagging, the controversial hack. Want cheaper tickets without spending hours searching? Enter skip lagging. Sometimes booking a flight with a layover at your destination is cheaper than a direct route. Example, instead of flying directly to Dallas, you book New York, Dallas, Los Angeles, and just don't take the second leg. This little-known hack can save hundreds of dollars. But here's the catch. Airlines hate it. Some even ban frequent skip laggers from their loyalty programs. It's risky, but many travelers swear by it. Airlines will never admit this loophole exists, but now, you know one of their biggest pricing secrets. Part 12. Cabin crew signals you don't notice. When you step onto the plane and the flight attendants greet you with a big smile, you might think it's just customer service. But behind that smile, they're scanning you. Cabin crew are trained to quickly spot passengers who might be drunk, aggressive, or even helpful in case of emergencies. They're also checking for seatbelt extenders, disabilities, or anything unusual. It looks like a simple hello, but it's actually the first step of an onboard security check. Airlines will never advertise this because they want you to feel welcome, not analyzed. But trust me, the crew notice more about you in 3 seconds than you realize. Part 13. The hidden cleaning truth. That tray table you just set your sandwich on? Probably dirtier than a public bathroom stall. Airlines do not deep clean their planes after every flight. Most get a quick surface wipe, maybe a vacuum, maybe some trash pickup. Deep cleaning? Once a month, if that. Which means those armrests, seatbelts, and touchscreens are full of germs from hundreds of passengers before you. Pro tip, bring sanitizing wipes. Wipe everything before you settle in. Airlines 1D tell you this because they don't want you picturing germs crawling over every surface. But frequent flyers know better. Clean your space or risk taking something unwanted home. Part 14. Early landing, fake win. The captain proudly announces, "We've arrived early today." Sounds great, right? Wrong. Airlines often pad their schedules, adding extra minutes or even hours to flight time so delays don't look so bad. That way, even if your flight leaves late, it still arrives early on paper. It's all about stats. Airlines want high on-time ratings to keep customers happy. So while you think you just beat the odds, the truth is you were played. That early arrival is nothing but a clever trick. Airlines will never admit it because it makes them look good while wasting your time. Part 15. The bonus, credit card lounge access. Ever walk past those fancy airport lounges with plush chairs, free food, and quiet space and think, that's not for me? Here is the truth. You don't need to be rich or a frequent flyer to get in. Many credit cards include free lounge access, even the ones with no annual fee. Some lounges also sell affordable day passes, cheaper than what you'd spend on overpriced airport food. Instead of sitting at a noisy gate with a $7 coffee, you could be sipping cappuccinos in peace, charging your phone, and eating for free. Airlines don't promote this because lounges are designed to feel exclusive, but smart travelers know the door is often easier to open than you think. And there you have it. 15 must-know flight tips airlines never tell you. From sneaky money traps to insider upgrade tricks. These hacks can save you time, money, and stress every single time you fly. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these tips surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, share it with a fellow traveler, and subscribe for more insider travel hacks that airlines hope you never discover. Until next time, safe travels, and don't let the airlines play you.